Breaking news, guys. Breaking news. Now, it is either one of this is true. The relationship between the US and Israel can be described formally as broken. But since I don't trust them, and I can never trust them, the second option is that the US is pretending just to calm things down. You have Turkey now involved. You cannot choose between Turkey and Israel. But one of the ways you can calm things down is to blame Israel. At least let's allow things just remain that way. So what happened? The ambassador to Turkey, I think, yes, that's Tom Barak, who is also the US, leading the US envoy, to check what is happening in Turkey, the recent attack carried out by Israel, on Turkish airbase in Syria. He came out to announce it clearly that, see, your intelligence was wrong. There was no basis for that attack. You were not supposed to have done what you did. We have gone there. We checked it. We saw it. Turkey was not moving in their military there. They weren't doing anything. In fact, they went on to say that the attack carried out by Israel was meant to provoke Turkey into a fight so that the problem land, you see why we call them problem land? So that the problem land can score some cheap scores against their election, the upcoming election in October. So, this is how Tom Barak described the actions of the problem land. You are just trying to score some cheap political point ahead of the general elections that are coming up by October this year. Not me talking. Pick up your phone and search it. Pick up your phone and search it. He said you're just trying to just score some cheap scores. That's US talking about Israel. But then, as I said in my opening hook, we can't trust them because we are talking about Turkey, not just any country. It's a NATO member. So if there is a feud between Turkey and Israel, who do you want the US to choose between? Will the US go for Turkey and abandon Israel? I don't think so. They will go for Israel. But one of the ways to go for Israel is to blame Israel. At least the deed has been done now. So you can just blame them. You can just blame them so that you at least that will satisfy Turkey and just help them to feel that, oh, they are important. They are still needed. That's the way me I see it. But if my assessment is wrong, then it's very most likely that the relationship between Israel and the US actually is battered. Because these guys have been from time immemorial, since 1947 or 1945, I think. Do you understand? As soon as the World War ended, right? World War II, right? This whole thing started. And then you want to just wake up all of a sudden, and then you want to just think that they'll come against these guys. Their intelligence unit. It's not possible. I could be wrong. Do you understand? But that is exactly what the US wants us to believe. That they are not happy with the problem that these guys, went beyond, that they didn't even inform them before carrying out the attacks. And then Israel came out to say it's not true. In fact, they came out to counter what the Tom Barak said, that is full of inaccuracies. That is not true. That it is not true. So give us proof that Turkey was trying to move in their troops there. Give us proof. You understand? So that is what is happening. So what do you think the way forward would be? And then Turkey came out, banking on what the US said. Said, we will continue to support the Syrian government to rebuild their army. Or let's say they use the word military in general. We will continue. What that means is that we will continue to seek to influence Syria. It is as simple as that. That means this trouble is not over. Because of course, Israel now, they can't give up. You have to swallow them. And even inside your belly, those who are fighting you. That means there's still trouble somewhere. So let's see what happens. But for now, this Abiva knows. You, what do you know?